have a good night's sleep, I'm like a different person. I have energy and yeah.
And would you describe yourself as an anxious person or an easily aroused person? Not outside of the sleep, kind of more characterological. Say before the car accident even.
Yeah, probably a little more energy.
Yeah. Kind of reactive. Do you startle easy?
No.
No? Okay. And but you can get overwhelmed where you're trying to do a bunch of things at once, and kind of that gets hard, and especially if you're doing something new. It sounds like at work.
Yes.
That can be more difficult.
When I have too many tasks.
Sudden changes are
those are hard.
And
I like more of the even though I'm an emergency RN, I like the predictability. Sounds kind of funny because people think that there is no predictability in the emergency room.
Well, I mean, I think in one way, everybody that comes in is unique, but also there's got to be some pretty,
standard ways of treatment.
Standard things that are going on, and it sounds like you're now getting comfortable with each of those. And once in a while, he's going to throw you a ringer, but more and more, that's pretty consistent. And so it makes sense that as you get more comfortable with each of those things, then your ability to adapt to the stress gets better. But you see yourself as somebody who gets excited pretty easily.
Yeah.
And that certainly contributes, that kind of style of being in the world contributes to the sleep as well. You don't fall asleep if you're excited. But it looks like you're generally able to have pretty positive things happening in your life, so you're not kind of shut down, depressed, or anhedonic, that. So you're taking the Ambien about 3 times a week. You're needing that about 3 times a week. That's a particularly difficult kind of schedule. Are those consecutive, or do you tend to alternate?
Sometimes it's consecutive, and then I start freaking out that I'm going to get, my tolerance is going to be raised with it. And it just, Ambien, it has so much side effects for me. I don't function very well
the next day.
With.
Yeah. I want to just get a broad sense of how you see yourself functioning emotionally. What would you say your mood is most of the time?
Well, it varies, because when I don't sleep, I'm irritable. And I don't have patience, and believe it or not, I'm anxious when I don't sleep.
Yeah, you kind of get into that agitated, irritated place. And your energy level?
It's low when I don't sleep. But when I have a good rest, it feels like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
And your appetite?
Appetite's pretty good, even without sleep and with sleep.
And you're able to enjoy yourself, to have fun on occasion?
Yeah.
Would you say you feel worthless or hopeless or guilty much of the time?
No. I can get into those ideas when I'm just in that funk of being really, really super tired, but not most of the time.
And it sounds like you see that you're anxious, but I wouldn't say that you worry a lot. Is that your sense too?
Not too much.
Any chronic muscle tension, places in your body where you're holding tension?
Yeah, I hold it all up my neck and my shoulders. I could even feel myself, doing this and over. I have to really concentrate on keeping them relaxed and my breathing techniques. And
did you do natural childbirth, or did you do natural childbirth?
Yes.
So you learned some breathing relaxation things
yes.
there? Great. Okay. Well, we'll probably build on those. Do you find yourself having trouble concentrating or trouble making decisions?
Not so much making decisions, because I have to make these decisions, but concentrating is I can really see the impact of sleep deprivation on my attention, concentration.
And any phobias? Compulsions? This is usually checking or cleaning. You find yourself avoiding anything, going out, being in crowds?
When I don't have a lot of sleep, I do. I don't want to be around a lot of crowds. I get more agitated and irritable.
And has your anxiety ever gotten so bad that you had a panic attack, real fast onset anxiety, pounding heart, sweating, shaking, shortness of breath, kind of stuff? You mentioned this one kind of, I don't know, it sounds like a water incident in terms of trauma. Is there any other childhood trauma, physical abuse, sexual abuse, date rape, domestic violence?
There was some physical abuse.
And what happened with the water?
I fell in a pool, and I hadn't learned how to swim yet, and they had to take me out and do CPR.
Wow. And so, what would you identify as stressors in your life now?
Mainly balancing work and being a primary caretaker for my child, and making sure that if I'm going to be late at work, somebody's going to be there. There's a babysitter, and those are probably the normal managing full-time work, child,
full-time parent.
Yeah.
Any family history of insomnia?
Yes. Everyone.
Everyone?
Yes.
And any family history of sleepwalking?
Only me that I know of.
And do you know how old were you when you walked in your sleep?
Oh God, I think I was about 4 that I can remember, and I did that until probably about 9 or 10.
Till puberty?
Maybe.
That would be about that's the typical turning point for many
wow.
people.
I didn't. Yeah.